Glenn?
Thank you, Lynn. When a medical emergency happens, time can be your friend or your enemy. The people who respond to those emergencies are well aware of that, as they were when a helicopter crashed off Kenmount Road in St. John's last month. That crash marked trial by fire for a specialized unit of medical professionals in St. John's, a unit whose job it is to get there fast and to save lives. Today we will introduce you to Eastern Health's Angels in the Air. Mid-afternoon on January the 10th, a rescue aircraft hovers over a downed helicopter near a busy highway in St. John's.
We received a call that there had been an incident up on Kenmount Road, that there was an aircraft crash on Kenmount Road.
2 men were down, injured in the mangled wreckage of their crashed chopper. Don Drover got there within minutes.
When we got up there, we determined that there were 2 casualties involved, 2 patients involved in the incident. Their condition was stable at that time, so we decided that the other flight team member would stay here at the hospital. So then that way we could actually transfer the patients one at a time back to the hospital, and I can hand over ALS care to my partner who was here at the scene.
That day, Don Drover did something that had never been done here before. A medical responder using a helicopter to reach an emergency, to deliver medical care quickly on site.
Clear, you're clear, be clear. That's clear.
Drover is one of Eastern Health's new flight specialists.
At that particular time, everything fell in place as it should, and we were able to respond appropriately and provide good care to those patients. From the time that I received my initial call to both patients who were in hospital was 40 minutes from the time of the initial call. And that's the level of care we want to have for all the people in Newfoundland and Labrador.
There are 12 flight specialists in all, members of a unit established by Eastern Health last August, which provides medical attention in the air and on the ground when a helicopter can get them there. The problem is, there is no dedicated helicopter. Right now, these medical specialists fly aboard fixed-wing government aircraft, air ambulances, which are limited in how they can respond to something like a car accident or an air crash. What happened in January off Kenmount Road in St. John's demonstrated the need for a helicopter to get these medical personnel where they're needed when lives are at stake.
We do have hopes and aspirations. There are things we want to do. Like I said, we want to improve the level of pre-hospital care that the people of Newfoundland and Labrador get. And part of that would be improvement in the aircraft that we use for Newfoundland.
This province is the last in the country to have no dedicated helicopter for medical emergencies. The 2 men aboard this crashed chopper were thankful for the help they got from the air. Don Drover says time is often the deciding factor in whether a life is saved or a life is lost.
Well, as I said, one of the major hurdles that we're encountering is the response time to different centres in the province. It is, like I said, a brand new program, and we're having some issues with how quick we get there. Oftentimes we're not getting there as fast as we'd like to get there. There's different facets to that problem. It goes right down to how early the sending facility is calling us, and then it's a process that we have to go through to get our aircraft up and on the go. The only restrictions that we have with that particular aircraft, obviously we can't do scene response, such as we did on that particular day. And also you have a lot of healthcare centres in Newfoundland and Labrador. They're not particularly close to airstrips. So that means that we have to fly to a particular area of the province and then drive by road. And ideally what we'd like to see in certain situations is to actually be able to get in an aircraft that can take us right to that centre.
You know, it's guys like Don Drover and a chopper. These are the guys you'd want to see coming at you if you're, say, 40 or 50 miles out in Trans-Canada and you just hit a moose and you're injured there on the side of the road in your vehicle. The benefits of having a helicopter, being able to fly in, land, pick you up, bring you right to the hospital as opposed to ambulance into town. You know, benefits are there.
Speedy recovery too, hopefully.
Yeah.
Thanks, Glenn.
Yeah.